Hi, are you ready to create a best-selling course? Because I've got the elements that you need to create a course training that is a success versus a flop. Because I gotta tell you, after working with Tony Robbins for years and years, building out his courses, helping Bo Eason, helping Pam Hendrickson with her courses, and Amy Porterfield with her content, I know the elements now that can help a course become a huge success versus a flop. So today I'm going to talk about 3 of those elements, and I've actually got a 10 element checklist. And if you're interested in that checklist, I'll have the link above for you to click on and then download. Today we're going to cover 3. Hi Monica, hi Alex. So let's dive in to the elements that can make or break your course, your online training. So number one, do you have a niche? So this is so important, and I talk about this all the time, that you want to serve a small group of passionate followers, a passionate tribe. I was at a networking event last week for International Women's Day and met up with some amazing women. And one woman was at a crossroads in her career and was trying to figure out, what do I want to do next? And a lot of people, we were in a big circle, a lot of people are saying, well, what are you passionate about? And honestly, I never ask that question. I don't want to know what you're passionate about. I want to know what's your niche, right? Who are you serving? This focus group that you're serving that can really wants to buy from you, wants to learn from you. So I asked her, well, what's your niche? Like if you wanted to go into online trainings or course creation, what would that be? And she's actually in HR and healthcare, which is a great niche. So I said to her, well, if you ever want to drill down and build an online training, call me, because that's a great niche. It all starts with that concentrated group that you want to serve. I was on a call with a friend last week, and she wants to get into course creation, and she's in customer service right now, and she serves a lot of online marketers, bigger names. And she's saying to herself, well, I want to get into customer service, but I don't know, it seems like such a saturated market. I don't think I could sell. And I said to her, you could sell if you've got the right niche. So I said to her, don't appeal to all internet marketers, right? That's recipe for disaster. Like that's too much competition. But what if you served dentists trying to get into online marketing? I know you think I'm crazy, but I know dentists who are trying to get into online marketing or building courses about how to run a thriving dental practice. And what if she just served dentists, right? What if she just served podiatrists? I know I'm talking medical professionals here, and that's just one example. But my point is, drill down on one base. Instead of serving the many, serve the few at first, and then you can branch out. So number 1 is, what is your niche? That's one element that is so crucial to the success of your online training. Number 2, do you have the guts to create a course? And I know this sounds very dramatic, but the reality is you're gonna have some failures. It's just like launching any business. When you launch a course, when you create and launch a course, you're gonna experience some setbacks. And I was listening to a podcast the other day from Amy Porterfield, and she had a woman named Michelle Evans on, and Michelle used to work for Microsoft. So she's thinking, I got this, right? I used to work for Microsoft. I'm going to do a course. I'm going to be an immediate success. I mean, who wouldn't think that, right? But then she has 2 failed launches. She talks about this in the podcast. So she could have given up, right? I think she said she spent $12,000 on Facebook ads and things like that. So who wouldn't give up after that, right? But you got to have the guts to hang in there, and Michelle did. She went back to pre-sell her course. She made these mini offers with her list, and she bounced back to have a wildly successful launch. I bring up that example because I think it's such a great example of what happens when we're launching a course. Sometimes you're going to have some setbacks. One promotion might not go great, and you need to revisit what you're doing in your approach, and that takes guts. So like anything else that you're starting new, you got to commit to it, and you got to have the guts and the courage to do it. So that's number 2. Do you have the guts? Number 3, do you have the right sounding board? This is so important when you're building a course out, and I've seen that this makes a huge difference between the courses that do well and the courses that do maybe not so well. And when it comes to a sounding board, there's kind of 3 layers that I see. So the first layer is your influencers. Who's inspiring you from day to day? I look at Seth Godin's blog every day, and even though Seth and I are not having a conversation, I'm inspired by his blogs. He's making me think about my business, about marketing in a different way, right? So he's influencing me, and I consider him on my virtual sounding board. So I've got step 1 or level 1 is my influencers. Then level 2 are my mentors. I met with one of my mentors, Mark, the other day, and we just talked out strategy. I said, okay, does this make sense? Does this funnel make sense? And he looked at different aspects of my business and gave me 30,000 foot level information and strategy, which I just love. You need those kind of mentors. And then the third level, I would call your collaborators. So I've got a friend who I talk with every other week, and we really drill down on our business. We do a little bit of strategy, but really that time is about, hey, can you look at this handout that I'm building out for my course? Or can you check out my lead magnet or my Facebook ad? And we're really drilling down on the components that make up our business. I think it's so important to have these collaborators, especially when you're building out a course, because you want somebody that you can bounce ideas off of, right? So you want your influencers level 1 because you want to be inspired and you want information every day. Then you need your mentors level 2, so you have help with the strategy about your course and your course marketing. And then level 3, you want those collaborators day to day helping you in the weeds with the details, figuring out, does this work? Does that not work? So that's the third one. Do you have a sounding board? So just to recap the 3 out of 10 that we're covering today. Number 1, do you have that niche? Number 2, do you have the guts to hang in there with the course creation and course marketing? And then number 3, do you have the right sounding board? Now, these are just 3 of the 10 elements that I cover in my new guide. So if you want to know the rest of the 7, click on the link above, download the free guide. It's awesome. It's hot off the presses, and it'll go through all the elements that I think you need after working with courses for years and years with some of the world's leading experts to build your online training, a successful online training. So click on the link above, download, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care.